Looked like Donald Trump.
Oh my
No, it
God.
wasn't orange. It was
Photo,
orange.
photo up here.
You were
Photo here.
You won't find a photo like that.
People used to call him Tango.
You wouldn't be sad if your brother, who does a podcast, hasn't had a long life with you, is your best friend. Wouldn't be, no?
I can't influence and control who turns up at my funeral. And I'm dead.
I require validation, and I'm narcissistic. And I'd like to think that people...
Same parents, different timelines, and united by chaos. Strap on, strap in, for the not-so-Christian brothers.
Welcome to the after show of Not So Christian Brothers. I'm joined by the most handsome men in Ireland. To my right is Justin Caffrey, and to my left is Colm Caffrey, also known as, aka Colm Hayes.
More known as Colm Hayes, really.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we have a
it's
poll
weird.
up on the Instagram, which is Not So Christian Brothers, which we've increased by about 160 people in the last week, which is actually brilliant. It's really good growth. I love a bit of growthage. And we need you to comment on which brother you think is younger or looking younger, or just whatever you want. I wrote yes or no, so it's up to you guys what you want to do in that poll.
The reason we put that up is because a while ago we were in a restaurant in London and somebody actually questioned, "Oh, who's the younger
Is that
brother?"
true though?
It is true, but the while ago was 30 years ago.
Oh, that's while ago's not
And-
last week.
And at that stage, Colm A dyed his hair.
Oh.
and
No,
B
I didn't dye my hair. I had colour.
did sunbaths.
Spray tan.
Spray tan. So he was spray tanning, dyed his hair. So I was always going grey from a younger
What
age.
colour hair did he dye it?
No, excuse
Kind
me.
of like
No.
burgundy
At that
kind
age,
of colour.
at that age, I wasn't dyeing my hair. That was still my colour. Yes,
Christ.
I was doing
Burgundy?
Some beds. No, it was still
I
dark.
was doing sunbeds, a lot of sunbeds.
You at that
He
stage.
looked like Donald Trump.
Oh
but
my
no, it
God.
wasn't orange. It was
Photo,
orange.
photo up here.
You were
Photo here.
You won't find a photo like that.
People used to call him Tango.
You were doing.
Oh, I love that drink.
You were
Yeah.
doing
Love that. Tanora.
about 40
Tango.
cigarettes a day. You do about
2 strip clubs.
2 strip clubs, 16 pints at lunch,
Sounds great.
and 2 bottles of wine. You changed your life around. I just lost the hair color.
And you, okay.
I didn't have hair color actually. That was normal. That was
on
natural.
Thursday's
It was
show, we heard
burgundy.
about the Ring
Everything
of
else
Kerry training, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
intense, and how Colin felt like he was fat shamed. I actually want to, there's a number of things I want to discuss, but how,
okay.
if you were to say, oh, here's Fatty Teresa as your mate came in to the gym, or Fat Karen's coming over this evening, and that was kind of, it would be really not
Yeah,
okay for
yeah.
women. But I think with men, it's like, Fat Jimmy's coming, and it's kind of meant to be funny, but it's, you have feelings too, right? Colin?
Well, yeah, I do, and Justin doesn't know that, and I hurt a lot, and I cry. I'll be honest, I cry.
It does, but you are more emotionally impacted by these kind of things.
No, I'm not
As a
actually. I
man.
don't
think
care.
You are a
He
bit
is.
soft.
But I know I'm not. No, that's
think he
age. That's
is.
age. Let's not go there again. I need to get more ice on the
Oh.
testicles.
More blue pills, please.
We also,
right,
we
right
also
there.
spoke about longevity.
I think there is a tradition amongst men that, like from a very early stage, you just slag the shit out of
I
each
don't know if it's okay though. That's what we're trying to.
Okay,
talk
but I
about.
think there's a tradition amongst women that you don't, because women are more emotional than men.
they'll just do it behind their back.
Is
Yeah.
that why in Robin Hood they had Little John, and it was because he has a big stick?
Yes, exactly. And
Terry, I have no idea
I don't know
how your
what's
brain
happening.
works. I mean, it's like
quite
hold
incredible.
on, segue over to Terry's brain because it's just licking a toad somewhere in the corner.
It's like David Attenborough. It's like honestly like watching The Wild.
In the film and story of ancient history of Robin Hood,
And
he
his
had his
mare.
buddy Little John.
Yeah,
For our
but he was
internet-
massive. Little John was
Yeah, but he
huge.
didn't have a big stick.
He
was
did
just
carry a big stick.
Well, he had to carry a big stick because he was a big guy. Something.
And
again,
it was in a forest, and there was a lot of sticks knocking around.
But
But
also-
also, for our international audience, film is film.
but also, I think there's a
Or a
thing.
movie.
I think picture house. I think there is a thing among slagging men that we do give them a little name, or a big name, which has nothing to do with them. So you might go, "Hey, Fat Tony," and in comes the slimmest guy,
But I just
that you're ever going to meet.
I think it does affect men, and I think you spoke about it on one of our earlier episodes. Go back to episode 13, I think it was,
wow.
with Beatrice, where commentary within the home or commentary when you're growing up about your how academic you are, or are you the brainy one or the joker one or the fat one, do stick with you. And like we're joking here.
Yeah, but hold on a second, for to contextualize, that was my mother making me read my brother's school reports and
Which is
saying
not
to me,
okay.
"Why are you so thick?"
Yeah, which
No,
is not okay.
I think that's like there's a level of parent shaming. When your parents shame you, That's a whole new level. I think sledging in terms of male banter is good. I think it helps men become stronger.
It's like roasting.
The world is
So
hard.
if I was playing sport with you today and I said, your dick is really small, like that's normal?
But
No,
that's
'cause
men
it's
don't
not.
say that.
Sorry, one thing we don't say, we
Don't you do the opposite?
We never do the whole sizes of
we don't?
of their sexual.
So if I
of
was
our
with the lads, we
sexual-
wouldn't do that.
No. But we will everything else. You'll slag their team, you'll slag their clothes, you'll shout at them their looks okay, even if they're not. And then when you
too fat, too thin,
too
all
fat,
that
too
fits in,
thin,
yeah.
But no
too bald.
Mickey, no Mickey.
No, you don't
Why?
really go
No.
there. I don't.
Well, first of all, we don't look at each other at all.
Yeah,
like,
because
I
we
know
don't
friends who look in change rooms at the other lads' Mickeys and tell me they feed it back.
No, I don't think you should do that, and it's bad.
Feed it back.
It's bad. It's. Oh, I did
Strong on
actually
so many
see a
levels.
very.
I'm not even sure if she's married or not.
The wrong term.
I did actually see a very famous-y type actor who was in Love Hate, and he was coming out of the showers
Right.
in the gym I'm in, and it was unavoidable, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Because it was
I was
massive.
sitting down
or
and
it
he
was
passed
just tiny.
and he walked
Tom
past.
Vaughan.
So my no, it wasn't Tom Vaughan. So my eye level was directly at his nether regions.
I'm actually going to spend Friday
She takes the
pretending
piss out
to
of
be a
him.
guy.
Excuse me?
Did you take the piss out of him?
No, that thing was too big. No, the actor. Sorry, the actor. Yeah, no, I didn't. But I went, oh, that's interesting.
Oh,
I better not call his name. He might knock me out.
Colm's back to being a lesbian
You
again.
don't shout at a guy, hey, how's it doing? When he passes you by completely naked.
I'm going to pretend to be a lad on Friday and live how men live. And I'm going to feed it back to you next week on how that goes. Because men live very differently to women and how
Yeah,
they
they
go
do, yeah.
on and how
Yeah.
they go about their business. Am I correct?
yeah, but I think also like the reality about being a man or being a teenager and all that kind of stuff is that like you have disputes and usually it's just ended like in an argument or when you're a kid it's a fight, it's a punch in the nose and everybody just moves on. I think there's a lot more kind of undercurrent from women. I mean, I did encounter.
I think that's a
some,
mass generalization.
I'm sort of, but like you can't box your friend in the face. But we can box a friend in the face and like 2 weeks later be okay with it.
Yeah.
I think we can be
20
very
minutes
angry.
later.
We can,
20 minutes
we can
later.
go to a boxing ring for a few weeks and get through it. I think women work through it and they do get over it. I think men I actually think, and it's proven, men hold grudges for longer. They're more stubborn. Women release it. Like they get really fucking pissed off, very emotional, and there's a lot of stuff, and they do release that.
I would disagree with that. I think women serve
Well, I'm the
revenge
only gal in the
very,
building.
very cold.
But men also physically greet each other violently. So a man will punch a guy, in the face.
nuts.
Sorry, not the face. How you doing, Dad?
How are you living?
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I meant in the, in the
Yeah, punch you in the shoulder. or
punch you
something.
in the shoulder, that sort of thing. I could how you doing? I go for the dead. I've never seen a woman greet another woman with a good old punch in the shoulder, but men do that.
Or do you
all the
remember when
time.
your uncle would grab you and he'd knuckle you in the head and he'd be like,
give me the
yeah,
nuggies.
yeah.
So weird. So
And you
weird.
remember the Christian brother would grab you going, whoa! More ice needed there. And you the big fella.
No, we were in legal hot water last year. Not so Christian. We are not going there. That'll be cut out. Forget it. If there's a bit of a blip in the middle of this.
No Christian brothers were harming anybody on the show. It's
There's
all
no
okay.
testing.
God.
I want to go
but
back to
also-
the age thing.
But I think in that banter phase, right? I do think as men become softer, right, and we become overly emotional, we lose that ability to just transition quickly through conflict and get on with it, right? I remember having this conversation through school, right? So my kid's school, so I don't know, it's about 7 or 8 years ago, and middle-aged dads in a wealthy kind of school environment, and they were all acting like like little girls and back chatting and everything else. And I thought, I couldn't be arsed with this. And then one of them said to me one day, oh, well, now that you're not in our group anymore, like
Oh,
you do
wow.
realize that nobody's going to talk to you anymore at school. And he said this to me as if to say, waiting for me to go, oh my God.
Were these the parents?
The parents,
so
yeah.
His parents. It's like,
Okay, right.
how will I cope with not being
didn't
spoken
say
to
that,
by
Justin.
parents at my son's school? Because that's
So
where my
strange.
life revolves around.
Yeah, that's the danger of
But
the
that's
world.
middle-aged pettiness. That's men becoming feminized.
Totally.
Wow.
Actually,
Schoolgate
good.
behavior that
That
I
is
think women
pathetic.
unfortunately have a hardship around, right? Because it's the Schoolgate mentality for women can be
it's a
unpleasant.
war zone.
A war zone. See Amanda Land and
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I mean,
Motherland.
Yeah,
Motherland.
yeah,
I mean,
great.
but
Motherland.
I'm good
Motherland.
at the old boundaries, but that is actually an interesting point. We spoke about aging. I want to go back to the testes thing about how we're preserving our testes.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get into that? I have a question for you both.
Oh, no.
Colm spoke at the top of the show on Thursday, so you have to watch it back. This is like a little competition
Okay.
where he faked or he would like to fake his funeral to see the attendance
Hmm.
rate. I have a question.
Okay.
Justin, an honest answer.
Ooh.
You die tomorrow. We're all sad. Would you be sad if Colm didn't go? Like I'm saying, if you could see that he wasn't there.
Well,
Obviously,
you
you're
can't
dead.
see he wasn't there.
No, we know this,
Yeah, yeah.
but I'm saying if you knew Colm didn't attend your funeral, would you care?
couldn't care less.
Why?
I think the only people I would be concerned about being at my funeral is probably my son and my wife. I'd like them to be there.
They might.
I mean,
Ben,
you know,
Beatrice is very busy
the
at the
will
moment.
won't have been read yet. The will won't have been read yet. So
Plus, Luca might have a match or something on, you know.
Yeah.
no, the will
And
won't
she's
have been read yet.
blowing up on the internet, so
Yeah,
she
yeah.
might be busy doing a
She
workout.
might.
Yeah.
So you don't know. You don't know. If she'd be
I
there.
mean, look,
You wouldn't be sad if your brother, who does a podcast, has had a long life with you, is your best friend. Wouldn't be. No.
I can't influence and control who turns up at my funeral, and I'm dead. So
Okay, Colm,
honestly,
would you care if Justin came?
No, he's banned.
No, I'm serious. Would you be upset if you knew Justin
To
didn't?
be very honest, it was my fake funeral, right? The one where I'm hiding
yeah.
behind the
Yeah,
tree
yeah.
with a false
Yeah,
beard and glasses,
Yeah.
and I'm speaking in a dodgy French accent. Yeah, I'd be upset if he wasn't there. Yeah,
Be
yeah.
like,
Because
What if he was a multi-on business?
because
Then
yeah.
it's different.
Because I'm sort of I require validation and I'm narcissistic, and I'd like to think that people and I'd also not only that I would
very honest. It's a very honest.
no
moment
I'm
here,
being
but
honest.
yeah.
Let's just
I
cut
would
that.
expect also that during the ceremony he would stand up and say I'd like to say a few words, and he'd
And that
approach.
would be it. I'd sit back down again.
And he'd approach. Yeah, but even that is nice.
Mic drop.
Once he brought a mic, but even that, I think it's nice. I'd like to say a few words, and everyone go, "Wow, okay."
Would you like a few people to say a few words?
I'd like,
Oh,
yeah,
he'd
yeah,
like it to be
7
endless.
or 8.
yeah, yeah.
Like
but
just
I'd
a
like
line of
maybe.
people coming up to talk about you.
Do you want people to have fun or to be really sad?
I want them to pathos. I want pathos.
Yeah.
I want like.
Okay.
I'd
shape.
like black. I'd like black at my funeral.
Yeah.
I'm a very traditional
Yeah.
funeral goer.
No, I'd like colors. I'd like a lot of colors, like crazy colors and face painting stuff and going on.
Not like bad face painting. Like
No. There's no black facing. No.
Okay.
No, God. Let's not go back there again. Yeah.
Okay, so that's interesting to hear. So Justin wouldn't give a damn if his brother Colm attended his funeral at all. And
No, sorry. Imagine they got my last words. They got it wrong. Did he say blackface? And then
Everybody
they're all in
shows
Our
up
Lady-
like
They're all in the Lady of Victory's church in Santry. The priest is going, "What the?" I'm sure he said black. He didn't. He didn't. He said
Face
face
paint.
painting.
like a little lion or a doggy.
No, he was in a nursing home with that face.
Okay, let's finish.
That's Irish comedy at its
let's finish
finest.
with-
That
go.
is.
Let's
yeah.
finish with this. We also spoke about like RIP, and we know that that's a very popular site in Ireland. And Nicola Coughlin did a beautiful job explaining what it was.
Yeah.
Justin once, and this is a very, I'm surprised to hear this from you because I feel that you're quite a cynical man. I feel like you're quite like, you live your best life, but then you'll be done. But you want to live for a very long time. I'm really surprised to hear that because I thought you would have been a bit like, no, I'll be out when I'm 17, done. But you want to live till you're 100 something. I don't know if you care.
That he lives that long.
No, if you how long you live. But you were talking about like
Clearly
longevity, preserving your health. You're very fit. We know that you're on some calorie deficit thing. You mind yourself. Why do you want to live that long? And what's the point of that? And then you want to be boning, I think you said.
because every day is just like an adventure. I wake up every day and think, wow, what's going to happen today?
But
I'm
now-
excited about living.
Like what?
But
Like what
now at the
happens usually?
moment,
Nothing really. I'm just hoping something else exciting is going to happen. I mean, here I am now hoping that something's going to be better than this.
Ah, you're just constantly looking for more.
but like at 100, what's going to be exciting?
What's
Oh my
gonna be
god!
happening?
Oh my god! What a day! My bells
I'm going to
moved.
point out, what if Beatrice
unintentionally.
isn't around? What if Luke has moved on? Or like who? Like you just be boning yourself? Like who? What's going to be happening
What's
there?
with the boning? You're mad about the boning.
He said he wants to be boning at 100.
I said I'd like to be sexually active, but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think my raison d'etre
He's not
is
gonna
going
just-
to be having sex, but I do think that we're
That would be mine.
we've got
He just has a pop beside him like a Smarties jar and he just bangs a load of blue pills in. Today's the day, baby.
I think we're all
chasing
living
them all
longer.
around the nursing home. The one in the wheelchair, she can't move fast. It's him again.
There's
Can't do
loads
those
of people
jokes.
going to be left
That's
walking around in the
non-consensual.
hundreds. I'm going to be.
That's not necessarily non-consensual. It's just that's called the chase.
chase.
Women love the chase.
Jeez.
You're
Okay.
chasing disabled people.
Stop.
No, I'm
okay,
saying you
no.
are when you're 100.
Are you?
They're not necessarily disabled. They're just old and
Are you
infirm.
hoping to live till 100?
There's absolutely no way I'm going to get to 100. There's no way because
agree.
I think it's too late. Even though I changed my lifestyle and I am now cycling, I think that's increased the potential of my life by 6 to 7 months.
Years.
Yeah.
No months.
Yeah. Well, I've got you down for not making to 70 with Paddy Power.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
Paddy Paris. He got great odds as well.
Very good.
But the odds are dropping all the time.
Will we do an odds?
Sorry.
Will we do an
Did they
odds
not
here?
send you a text last week saying cash in now?
Oh my god, that's
Do you know Paddy
investment.
Power actually once shut my account down and sent me a check in the post? Said,
Why?
don't come back.
Why?
So I won on like quite a few consecutive bets, coincidentally. And they shut my account and sent me money and said, not anymore. So
How much did they send you?
about 10 grand.
That's amazing.
I was just lucky.
What were you winning on? Do you know
Horses.
what they were?
I won on
Oh,
horses,
horses.
so I owned a few horses
Yeah,
and they came
'cause
in very well.
yeah.
And then Padraig Harrington won the British Open in 2007-ish, and I backed that heavily and I won, and they shut my account down. And I
This is
thought,
a great story.
What,
And
like,
Boyzone. What
so-
have you not done,
so
Justin?
unacceptable.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the time Justin owned a strip club in next week's show.
Did you go? Sorry, did you go back to them or anything? Can you go back to?
I have an account now with Betfair, which is also on with Paddy
It's
Power.
also Paddy Power,
So
yeah.
I won in the end.
Because it's Flutter now. I was reading about them today.
They're so big.
But no,
Do sponsor us.
their
Betfair.
share option is gone. Their shares have dropped by 50%. Because the biggest thing in the States now is the prediction websites.
Yeah.
Yes.
Polymarket.
Yeah. And so you can on
That'll
anything.
be gone too soon. I mean,
Yeah, and now you can. So now they've got into that, but also one of the big markets was India, and they've shut that down now. That you can't bet. There's no bet.
There's no access to Polymarket over there now in India, is there?
Yeah, but you can't bet now online in India either. You can't.
Can you not?
They closed it down the last year. So Flutter has gone down by 50%.
I was stuck in a plane on Wednesday because we got
So
diverted.
bad.
We didn't get to land in the right country, and I was with a really nervous flyer.
Damn those Ryanair pilots! Haven't a clue where they're going.
Quite literally. and we got diverted to a different country, and a really nervous flyer sitting beside me. So I got chatting to him, and he was a lawyer for these gaming companies. And we're having this conversation. He said, "Oh, I've got to be careful sometimes because people can really get in their high horse if you're a lawyer for a gaming company." But I think this whole thing about gambling and everything else, like, it's just taken over the whole world, right? And I don't think anybody is likely to become a gambling addict no more than they're likely to become a drug addict or an
spoken
alcoholic.
from a gambler.
Terry.
True.
But I think it's a challenge because the gaming outfits in the US now have normalized kids just to bet on everything,
Yeah,
anything.
I know it's ridiculous.
Like, it was all right if you're going down to put some money on the Grand National or Liverpool Arsenal or whatever it was, but I think it's excessive now.
Yeah, and the prediction.
Well,
I mean,
on the NFL shows for all the sports and NFL TV, they literally talk about the odds when they're talking about a match before it even plays. They don't talk about the players or who's injured or what's going on or who might have got transferred. They literally talk about the odds of who's going to score more, who can win, what the odds are in the bookies and so forth. And that's how they introduce the game, say between the Patriots and the Eagles, and that's how it'll be. They introduce it with the betting.
Okay, so I've got it then, right? So as we end the show, odds of Colm making it around the Ring of Kerry 2-1. Odds of Colm making it to the next episode
That's very macabre.
that'd be like
that's
50
sinister.
to 1.
That's
50-1.
Yeah.
50-1.
Yeah.
So reasonable odds that he's still here for the next show.
Sorry,
But how's
When
your
is the Ring of Kerry?
gonna be?
August.
Well, the Ring carries July the 4th.
That's hard on the old a-hole.
Ring of Kerry.
Yeah,
It is.
hard to
I
ring-
know people
ring
who've
of
done
fire.
it and they can't walk for months after.
I
But
don't think you're ready.
okay,
Wow.
okay.
That's a statement.
How much?
It's a challenge. There you
How
go.
much
That's
do
a
you think you're
real
ready?
bet.
A lot.
No.
Let's all put something down
10
on
grand.
Colm
That
doing
check
this.
the Paddy Power
No,
gave.
let's all put money down on
That's
Colm
gone.
doing this.
Yeah, it's well gone.
What about what about
2007.
a good clean €500 that he completes it and you pay him 500 if he does?
Completes it or does well?
Five- 500 if he does
I'm not gonna
complete it.
win it. What's the
Why are
Jerry?
you
So
laughing?
and a good 500 bet.
I will complete it. I'm
500
telling
for you
this.
if you complete it, and 500 for Justin if you don't.
Hang on, we have to have evidence. We have to have
To
someone
hell-
down there
when you get a-
witnessing.
you get a
I'll
certificate,
cycle down.
To hell or high water, I will do the Ring of Kerry.
Because don't they give you a medal if you complete it?
A
You have to,
certificate.
yes,
and
yeah.
a certificate.
So there you go.
There
So
are too many people telling me I won't do it.
I think you will do it. Who's telling you won't?
loads
and
of
plus,
people.
there's 500
I
quid
don't
on the
think
line.
he'll do it.
Oh,
He doesn't
stop.
think he'll
Justin,
do it.
that's horrendous.
Lucy doesn't think he'll do it.
You
My
will
son
do
doesn't
it.
think
You
he'll
always
do
do
it.
everything you put your mind to.
You
You just moan about it in the meantime.
I think you'll do it.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
Okay,
you're
come
a
back for
stubborn
more
bastard.
on Thursday. That was the after show. Like, subscribe, comment, get on our Insta because there's a lot going on there with polls. Bye.
Bye.